Tonight on Rev M3 Adventures, Beak takes one turn too tight and totally ignores another one.
Beak, you missed the turn.
I run over things and talk about paint.
It's looking really good, man.
Rowdy inspects and judges my drone work. DJ hides from me. I'm attacked by a bird.
Whoa. There he is, right there. What are you doing, bird? Leave me alone. Hello, friends. We're here in Gilchrist today. Is it Gilchrist? I mean, I always said Gilchrist. Could be Gilchrist. Could be Gilchrist. Christ, Cask. Could be Guile. I don't know. Anyway, we're meeting up for another trip out into the middle of nowhere. I have very little plans for this one. You see, you've got myself and DJ here. So anyway, we are just waiting for everybody to show up. We're going to head over to Paulina. I can't pronounce anything over here. I can pronounce Lapine. If I just everything with an I, I'll be okay. So we're gonna head over to Paulina Peak on the way to China Hat. We're gonna go to China Hat proper, the actual butte or hill or whatever you want to call it. Then we're gonna do back roads north so we can stay as clear of Bend as humanly possible. Then we're gonna head over to the Glass Buttes, and from there, I'm not really sure. Today is Thursday, it is Juneteenth. I've also taken tomorrow off, so I have 4 days to mess with. So does DJ. I don't know if everybody does, though. We will see how many people show up. I don't think we're going to have everybody together until Glass Butte. I think some people are meeting us at Glass Butte. And I don't think Joe is showing up until tomorrow sometime. So we'll see how that all shakes out. And time to get this show on the road.
Beak, you missed the turn. And wrong gravel. I'm turning on my chase lights.
So it's June 19th.
Dirt bike coming up the hill. There's two of them. Okay, we are taking a right.
Gonna right, heard that. Copy in the back. Copy, right.
And the left. I can't believe the sign is still up here.
Okay, I'd like to give context here. This is Highway 97. This is Lapine right here. The blue line is us. This is Paulina Lake. It's pronounced Paulina, not Paulina, like you might think. They do weird stuff with the letter I over here. I'm fairly certain Lapine is actually supposed to be pronounced Lapina. But anyway, this is China Hat Road right here, and this is where we ended up at the last scene, right at this intersection. If you have a negative gut reaction for China Hat Road, that's probably because you're thinking of this section way up here by Bend, which is pretty infamous. But that's not where we were. We were way down here. We're talking about China Hat proper, the mountain or butte. It doesn't specify. You'll see it's just China Hat. That's the whole name. I'm telling you this so you know not to go here. And here's why.
Current air filter coughing.
I'm not noticing any problem up here. We got some brush off to the side. It might be a little bit tight for you, DJ.
Once we got to the proper trail to the top of China Hat, I was mildly irritated and decided to release that irritation by smashing my way to the top. It took about 30 minutes of this all told, and I got significantly ahead of everybody else.
Well, I have made it to the top of China Hat. It's not China Hat Mountain or Butte, it's just China Hat. Got some pinstriping. I don't think that road's been driven up here on anything wider than a side-by-side in a long time. This is what it is. You come here, there's a big turnaround. Looks like there's another loop over here. I'm hoping I can see something, because if you can't see anything, I think those guys are gonna murder me. That drive up here was more challenging than we were expecting, I think. It was very tight. But let's take a look. Hell yeah, we got a view over here. A lot of bees, a lot of butterflies up here, which I was not expecting. Oh, I can hear them. I don't know if I can see them. I can't see them. Hey, bird. Not much of a view. Yeah, I had to kind of plow my way through up here. I may have smacked my mirrors in more than once. Here comes Beak. Here comes Deej. All these butterflies. Look at that butterfly is massive. Hi, buddy. You want to land on my hand? I have something for you. No? No? You want to land on Beach? Beak's truck is not a flower. I don't know where Ken is.
Eventually, Ken and Diane caught up. I was kind of sending it up the road, rocks and trees be damned. There wasn't much to see at the top of China Hat, aside from a few memorials and an obstructed view. Between that and the road, which was very tight, as shown by all the new scratches on DJ's Bronco, I can't really recommend coming up here. Go to Paulina Peak instead, if it's open. Much better views, and you don't have to sacrifice your paint.
You might actually get a better ride, a better view on the ride up. Or down. Either direction. It is a tight fit though, and everybody's got a lot of scratches. Whoa! Hey! The road itself was fine. We just had some branches. I have a quick saw. I did not bring a chainsaw. I didn't bring wood either. Geez, sometimes. I think I'm looking southeast, maybe? Would not try this with an F-150. Okay, down from the summit, that took 3.3 miles, 17 minutes. And that is to this point here, which, I mean, this feels like the actual summit road. You can start on China Hat Road, but you have to wrap all the way around this way. I think we can get back to where we want to go, just going straight here. Yeah, we'll do something like that. We'll do something like that. I'll get my antenna back on my roof.
Oh, wow, guys.
A good wow or a bad wow?
Well, you'll see when you get here. It's a good wow. I may have to pull over, take some pictures.
I'm being a jerk guy who records everything. I had to pull over here. Oh, you can't really see it. But there's this huge gorge right down in there. And then that's the road we're trying to get to. And then all the burn all over here. That's a really pretty spot.
That road down below us is where we need to connect to. You guys all right? All right, have a good one.
Yeah, so those two dudes were 10 miles from anywhere, off the side of the road, under some trees, with no shoes on. No vehicle to be seen anywhere, and they said they were fine. Whatever, I don't judge. I'll just leave that be.
Apparently those guys are fine.
So we are heading on, I don't know what this road's called. China Hat's the one over that way, and then they were on this one, like 2810 or something. This is the one where, when I come out here with my friend Charles, where we go camping. And I've never been out here this time of year, where it's I don't know, it's a little bit greener than it is when you go and it's literally snowing out. Yeah, there's nobody out here. We're this far in. I haven't seen another rig since Paulina. There's a couple dirt bikes out there, a couple dudes out in the woods. That was unusual. I'm gonna put the camera down now before I crash this damn truck.
For those following along, we drove north on 2510 and then headed east on Highway 20 into Brothers, where multiple pleasant and unexpected surprises awaited us. Oh, how's that for a cliffhanger? I bet you can't wait.
We are here at the Brothers Rest area, as you can see. Stage stop looks like it's gotten painted, so that's good. What's really interesting is this is still here. I better put up a new one.
And I did, and I dated them both, because that's how I roll.
Hello, friends. We decided to walk over to the stage stop. So got the sign for great burgers, hot coffee, and ice cream. Front's all painted. I think those are old colors too. If you look back in time, there were older colors.
Okay, so the Brothers Stage Top has been around since 1912, and it's had countless owners and refurbs in that time. This is the earliest photo I could find, and that could be anywhere from the 50s to the 80s, when it was called the Brothers Store. Here are a couple from 1978. You'll see they had ice cream back then. This is the earliest color photo I could find. Based on the cars, I expect this was in the 70s as well. Here we have the first documented refurb I could find. This is sometime in the 80s and 90s, and the colors were changed to white and green. Also, a bunch of cladding was added to the outer building to make them look Old Westy, and the name was changed to the Brothers Stage Stop. Somewhere in maybe the aughts, it was refurbed again to red and white. That lasted until about 2010 or 11 when we got the brown on brown. Then sometime before 2018, the gas pumps were ripped out and the motif was changed to white and tan. I first visited it in October of 2019 for the second big Coyote Works open invitational trip, where we filled the street with something like 120 rigs. I have a video on it, I'll link it below. From there, things went downhill though, and by 2022 it was up for sale, and it sat closed and decaying. Little did we know of the work that was going on in the background to bring it back to life, and here's how it sits today.
They did a good job repainting it. Well, the Pepsi machine's still there. Yeah, so. How's it going? Paint looks great. It's looking really good, man. So we just had a conversation with the fellows who run this place, and I'm gonna link them. I'm gonna link to Austin's channel. Austin had some older videos on there, and but it sounds like things are coming along. They got a lot of work done. A lot of floors had to be replaced, but a lot of stuff has been done. It's coming back, guys. It's coming back.
DJ and I spent some time talking to Mike and his son Austin. I would have recorded, but it seems rude without permission, and I'm not good at asking. They've been doing a huge amount of work to bring back the stage top. It was in very, very bad shape when they started. At this point, though, they have all new water lines, a new well, I believe, all new kitchen, including an ice cream machine, and floors and walls that don't flex when you push on them. Mike wouldn't commit to an opening date, but it's hopefully very soon. I can't wait. This is a great part of Oregon history, and I'm super excited for it to be coming back. I will make sure to update on my Instagram channel and on here when they are open for business.
So we're about to come through Hampton. Hampton has gasoline, but only 4 days a week. Are you ready? We're gonna go through the entire place. We're not quite there yet. Not there yet. There's the Bulls. There's Hampton. Now we're here. Hampton Station is closed right now. Regular is $5. And now we have left Hampton.
And from Hampton, it was just a short ride down to Glass Buttes.
Hello, friends. All right, so we are at, well, we are under the Glass Buttes. We're all getting situated. I wanted to do a video part where I show you how I actually set up my camp, because nobody really does that. So here's the first thing I do is I grab this zipper and then I walk forward and I lift up this thing. And then I let all that fall down. I take this and I go all the way around to the other side of my truck. Next thing I do is drop all the poles, but I'm going to put the camera over here so you can just watch. Maybe I'll do it at high speed. Boy, look at this obsidian all over the ground. I didn't want to back up anymore. I mean, but listen to the sound. All right, let's get this sorted. Next, I pop the tent. Which, of course, I didn't think through because now I have to reach up here and get it. But that's fine. I can do that. And you push and hope it goes up. Eventually it'll get there. Let me go over here. Pop this one. And pop this one. Tent sort of goes up. Then I get my ladder, which is, wow, this got a lot dustier back here than it usually does. I have these seal things. Apparently they need replacing. Huh. This is all my food. Gatorade, MREs, Rockstar, and random snacks. This, pull that thing, hook it in there. I like to pull it all the way out, and that way I've got my ramp. Now I go up here, which I can actually do without using my hands because it's at such a nice angle, and then unzip the mosquito netting, which I just stuff in here because I don't really use it on this side. And then we unzip the regular thing. Look and see what kind of mess we got in here. Looks fine today. Doesn't smell bad. Temperature is too small for my old man eyes to read anymore. Anyway, that's up. So now we grab my sleeping bag, my sleeping gear, and throw it up there. I always put my sleeping bag on this side, so I can jam it up there. You know, actually, back towards town, it was all in the 70s. Like, it finally hit the 80s we got out here. Sleeping bag goes in. This is my wool blanket and my pillow. And also my towel. The towel goes in the back here. That all goes in here. And then, this is my clothes and like chapstick, that kind of stuff. All right, now we have a look what's in the back here. Discombobulate my water, haul that to the edge. That's how I deal with that. My poop tent, I'm not going to worry about that now. Got poop buckets back there, garbage buckets here. Got an extra bucket this time in case I wanted to, for rocks. I figured it'd be easier if I just threw them in rocks. Let's see. That is wood for my Kelly kettle. These are for the awning. Finally found those. I didn't bring them last time. I couldn't remember where the hell I forgot them. Somehow I got spider web in my mouth. This one I don't usually use. One of those is kitchen, one of those is camp stuff. So the kitchen one, if I'm not cooking, can stay in there. And this is just stuff that's too big. Oftentimes I won't even open this one. Then that's my camp chair. And then I've got my, if I need to take off small limbs, which I don't really need to around here. It's already been done pretty thoroughly. This is a pretty heavily used campsite. So there you go. That's how I set up my camp. I don't really think there's anything else to do. I'll probably take these boxes out and just set them underneath. And then set my camp chair over here in the shade and kind of chill out. Because I've been driving since 9 this morning. Oh wow, here, let me turn this thing. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like 20 vultures all flying around right up here. I'm pretty sure that's where the road is. It was really nice out, and now we have a lot of clouds and wind coming this way. So we'll see how that shakes out. I'm just wandering around. There's obsidian all over the ground over here. It's kind of wild. I'll show you some more later on. Where'd this road go? We will see how this goes. So all those vultures are now here because they think I'm dead. They're seriously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They were all over there. And apparently they thought I was dead, so they came over here. Cool. I've told them I'm not dead. So yeah, every one of these black rocks that looks like this, all the way up there, that's all obsidian. Oh, it's over this way. I guess I'll go find out. All right, I hope you can hear me. That sure looks like rain over there. Just to give you a feel what it looks like up here. Wind is coming up. Ooh, like that.
So I ended up doing a whole live stream of this walk. If you're interested, it's in the live stream section of my YouTube page. For now, though, let's cut over to some drone footage. Okay, so I can honestly say I have no idea what happened that evening. I vaguely remember sitting around a gas fire pit. For those of you who are longtime viewers of the channel, you might have recognized we met up with Gil at the campsite shown here as Napper Camp. Let's skip ahead to the following morning where we took this loop around the Little Glass Butte. Side note, I did an uncut 360-degree version of this loop on my other channel, RevN360, in case you are into 360-degree videos. Man, I have got too many side projects.
Well, that was a steep drive. Alright, so I angered some ants. Very upset with me. So I pulled forward a bit further. So we're gonna poke around here and see what we can find for some obsidian. Nice spot out here. You're way out. There's a shiny bit. Just black.
Basically, this was the morning, driving on very steep roads and stopping every now and then to look for black rocks that were somehow better than other black rocks. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time, I just have no idea what the difference between good and bad pieces of obsidian look like. I ended up using size as a measure, and I got some big ones to put in my front yard at home.
Well, that was the Glass Buttes, and now we're all rounded up here. We're going to head towards Prineville and try to set up above the reservoir there, which is a really good campsite. Yeah, that one must not be a Glass Butte. That one and that one is what we went around, I think. But, whew, good drive. That was fun.
That was a TR6 and a Triumph Stag. That's another TR6. That one's same color as mine. And there's more! And we are back on pavement for a moment.
Friends, if you have not been to where I'm at right now, I have to say it is one of the prettiest places you can be. Not in this direction. This direction, it's pretty uninteresting. But this direction's pretty great. Whoo! I do not like getting close to that edge. Okay, if you have a fear of heights, this is a good time to fast forward the video because you're gonna go somewhere. What do they call that column style cliff? Pretty is what I think. And straight at DJ. You forgive me already? I find it interesting that the dam is leaking on the right side. All right, was that horrible? Because let me tell you, I'm gonna get nauseous editing this. So in the correct Rev N3 adventure style, as soon as we decided to go on a hike, it has started raining. It's me and DJ and Beak and Aaron and Rowdy. We're gonna go see what happens if we go all the way to the end over there and see how that works. So adventure. You can see our rigs hidden over there. That gives you a really good idea of the curve. That's neat. This is the second campsite that we found out here. This one not as big, but it's got a proper fire pit, and I might even argue a nicer view. I am back on the road. It's a very established fire pit right there.
Hey, actually, I don't know what this is. It seems too long, too tall, too filled, and too established to be a fire pit. This seems like the kind of thing Casey from Coyote Works or Brian from Northwest Bronco would be able to identify instantly. Then again, maybe it's just a fire pit. If you know what this is, please leave a message in the comments.
Holy smokes. I brought the wrong camera. I think that's Powell Butte right there. Could be wrong. Very cool place out here. You have any comment, DJ?
No.
All right.
Well, friends, it is June, what, 20th? First day of summer?
And I'm waiting for one to fall. We're getting hail. It's insane. We had thunder from that big cloud over there. And apparently the hail is done.
After we got back from our hike, it started raining again, and since it was mid-afternoon, I did the logical thing and I took a nap. But man, look at that view.
Hello, friends. Here, let me be less scary. So it's cold. There's potential for snow tonight. It's supposed to be like 30. We had some hail earlier. This is not what I expect for the first day of summer. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my Nalgene bottles, which I use to heat my sleeping bag. It's going to be a cold night. So this is why I have this. I've got socks on. I've got my thermals. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. Until then. So, see you in the morning.
Well, we are just about packed up and rolling out of here. You know, the sound of everybody's engine starting up, making sure everything starts. Just doing camp recon, making sure we cleaned up anything that was dropped on the ground, and anything else that anybody else dropped on the ground. Like this tassel. Hey, anybody know what that is? Do I want to know what that is? Anyway, we're gonna roll out and head up to Prineville. I think we're gonna go up this way. We're gonna take that road. Head up to Prineville, refuel, and then I think we're heading to Priest Hole. I don't really know the route we're going though. So I'm just gonna let Gil take over. And that is the plan. We'll see how well we stick to it. Okay, so we are rolling out of Prineville now. We all got all gassed and fooded up. Fooded up? Fueled up, fooded up. Yeah, we're heading east up into the Ochocos. We saw Jason from Primal Outdoors at the parking lot at the Rays. We just waved. In hindsight, I should have gone over and saw his new dog, because he's adorable. But we are going into the Ochocos, and I'm not leading. That's Aaron right in front of us, and Gil is leading this mob. We have got some rando explorer behind me, and then we've got everybody else lined up after them. So we're several cars strong. That's all I got. We'll check in later. You can pause now if you want to go get like a snack. So we are in the Ochocos.
I think I'm seeing some slush in this big rainfall.
And Gil sees some slush in the rainfall. Maybe. Anyway, we're on our way up to Walton Lake in the Ochocos, and the weather isn't cooperating. I am also doing a really bad time driving because I'm looking out the windows for wild horses. Because this is where they be. But I haven't seen it yet.
I just passed the top, leave right back there.
So, left turn?
Correct.
this is Walton Lake. You will note it is borderline snowing and people are still swimming. Oregon goes hard, baby. So Walton Lake? Walton Pond? No, that's a book. Appears to be surprisingly full considering the weather. So we're going to roll on to the next place. It was pretty. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is snow.
Right to the snow part.
Yeah, it's legitimately snowing out there now. Not a lot, but that snow, it's a bit of a mix on the windshield. It's the second day of summer.
Welcome to summer solstice!
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Do we want to line up and get a snow picture? Of course we did, and here it is. Just remind everybody, it is June 21st, I think, and it's snowing extensively. I don't know what's going on. From there, Gil took us to one of the prettiest forests I've ever seen. The Ochocos are wonderful if not for the crowds. So yeah, there's gonna be another musical interlude of driving. I know I'm going heavy on them in this video. I made an editorial decision, okay? Keep in mind, the first cut of this video was over 6 hours long. Driving is a big part of Overland, and I feel like if I cut that out, you are missing part of the experience. You're free to complain in the comments if you like. I make these videos the way I would want to watch them. Algorithm be damned. So, enjoy! Whoa, that's a tree.
It's a little different I thought, but very, very doable.
Hold on a second. Right on. Now, I'm smart enough to stay back after the last time he drenched me. We've also pretty much drained the puddle. Well, I smell horse. Oop, that's a hole. I really like this road. So the Ochocos can't be that big because I just figured out I'm this spot right here. Can you see it? That spot right there. I'll show it on the thing otherwise. That's the first time I came, the only time I've camped in the Ochocos. I came up here with my wife, and that's where we camped. Which is kind of wild that we just tied into that spot. So neat. Holy shit, Peak! That didn't look like it was good for your truck. And that whole exchange is recorded on my camera, so And like that, we were out of the back roads of the Ochocos and on our way to the Painted Hills.
So if you haven't figured out, we're in John Day. Well, no, we're not in John Day. We're near John Day. We're at the John Day... What the hell's the name of this place? I forgot. It's Painted Hills.
John Day Fossil Beds.
Yeah, John Day Fossil Beds. DJ knows what's going on. We should always just ask him. And it's about to start raining on us, which is better than the snow. It's actually surprisingly warm here. No, look, it's all DJ all the time. DJ, I have a question for you. DJ, why haven't you figured out if you're the cameraman, you never have to be on camera?
My plan here was to walk around the Painted Cove Trail to get a video, but I used the GoPro instead of the Insta360, and the footage didn't really turn out well. I did meet a nice couple from Virginia and gave them a sticker. Linda does glass art under the company name Walking on Broken Glass, and as an Annie Lennox fan, I very much approve.
Hi. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Are you filming for a channel?
Yeah,
Which one?
Rev N3 Adventures.
Ribbon, what?
Rev
Uh-huh.
N.
Oh, and N3 Adventures.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
I forgot
I'll
which
look-
one.
I'll look you
And
up.
on the back. Wait.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
am wearing this.
What's your train?
It makes it more adventure-y.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You're giving him a bird's eye view.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll look you up.
I'll give you a sticker if you want.
Oh, yeah, please.
Aaron, DJ, and I decided to go as far up into the Painted Hills as we were allowed to, and then I did a 360 recording driving out. Naturally, it's on my other channel, but here are the highlights, followed by the drive to our last camp spot, Priest Hole Recreation Site, which is a lot less dirty than it sounds. And this is how you cram 6 trucks and a trailer into a single campsite, something that we have some experience with. Okay, for those of you following along, this is where we start out in Prineville, drove up into the Ochocos. This is where we broke off This is where we broke off and dilly-dallied up in the forest. Then over the divide, up into the Painted Hills right here, and then way back up here into Priest Hole. There's some kind of hawk that flew off that way, landed over there, and then was coming right up my fucking head until I said, whoa, and then he peeled off. Now he's over here. It was very strange. I need a tennis racket to defend myself. Whoa! There he is, right there. What are you doing, bird? Leave me alone. No, I guess I have to. I live here now. I can't go back. Oh, this is nice. Wow! Look at that. That's the John Day River, my friends. I guess this is Priest Hole. I don't know why. Okay, here is that bird again in slow-mo. It came at me as I was running out of that place as well, swooped up right behind me. I didn't get that one on video, which is good because it's pretty embarrassing to be chased by a bird. On further research, I determined that the bird in question was a northern harrier based on its size and call. Why was it attacking me? I figured I was getting close to its nest or something, so I came back with my 360 camera so I could get it filmed if it came at me again, and I brought DJ as a decoy. Alright, I have brought the 360 camera. We're gonna see if this bird attacks me. I also brought DJ as a what do we call that? As a decoy. DJ's the decoy. We'll see if this bird comes after us again.
I waved at it.
I'm gonna turn on my Merlin bird app. Fucking thing. It's over in these trees on this side.
Is that it?
No, those are cliff swallows. It flew over this way, over to that thing, and then it came flying back at me. You didn't get attacked by a bird when you came down here, did you? Dang thing came right after me. It was like a hawk size, yeah. I brought a decoy this time.
Probably don't like people with hats.
I mean,
Both screwed.
we're both wearing hats.
I know, we're both screwed.
I'm putting my hood on.
That'll trick them.
Yeah.
Now I'm a decoy.
It's over here somewhere. So clearly the bird had left, which makes me think it wasn't a nest issue. It just hated me in particular. Kind of anticlimactic, sorry about that. Lovely spot though, and this is probably a good time to express my gratitude at having a great friend like DJ, who I truly trust and appreciate. If everyone had a friend like DJ, I expect the world would be a much better place. And now that I've embarrassed him, let's explore Priest Hole some more. And just for context, the term Priest Hole is from England, and as I understand it, when they were converting from Catholicism to Church of England, parishioners would hide their Catholic priests. The places they would hide them were called priest holes. Makes sense. If I wanted to hide someone, this would be a good place to do it, with only 2 precarious roads in and out. The whole site was pretty hidden and unknown until it got popular in 2017 as a site to watch the eclipse from. Due to that increase in traffic, the whole place has been reconfigured to have specific campsites and block people from driving on the gravel bars. It's still a free place to camp for now, but that's expected to change once they get a camp host willing to stay out there. I was hoping I would get attacked too.
I wasn't even eating birds down there.
Oh, troublemaker. Hello, friends. Well, it's 7:30 out here at Priest Hole. It is, well, it's the sight of some ominous wind and some clouds. Those are coming this way. It's a really neat place. I mean, it's this little valley, and there's only 2 roads in, both gravel and precarious. Well, what is that guy? Is that the guy that attacked me? I don't like being attacked by birds. Anyway, what a great trip this has been. Man, I was saying that the last trip
from Hackamore up to Ports Mountain was the best overland trip we've been on, but this is really giving it a run for its money. I mean, Glass Butte, we went to the top of China Hat, for reverse those, I did those in the opposite order. And then last night camping up above the Bowman Dam, and then we went through the friggin' Ochocos and got snowed on. And then when we got here, it was warm enough to go swimming, which I didn't do, but I coulda. Now it's getting a little bit kind of cold. So apparently you used to be able to camp on the gravel bar behind me, but they put in all this railing because apparently sometimes it washes out and people were getting stuck. So this is basically a new campsite. All this stuff has been built since January 1st. People have been here before, weren't terribly happy about it. But the new campsites are pretty nice, so I can't complain too much. These birds are too quiet. I don't know what they are. I think they're some kind of kingfisher though. All over the place.
Turns out they were nighthawks, and there were hundreds of them. And this is the first time I've actually seen nighthawks, weirdly enough.
A bunch of these birds, and they're not making any sound, so I can't identify them with these crazy wings.
Shit out of me. And I had a flat tire. That's a whooping sound.
Goodbye, friend.
See you, Nathan. Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, friends. Well, it's that time of the trip. We're just rolling out of Priest Hole, and we're just about to get back on the pavement here. There's the painted hills over there, and I guess, should we wait for it? Here it comes. The journey through time, scenic byway, and pavement. And that will be the end of the dirt for this trip. Aaron and I are heading into Prineville. You can see him in this river here.
or up there if you want. We're gonna go into Prineville and then go our separate ways, and then that's the end of the trip. This has been an excellent adventure. Man, I mean, really, I didn't come into this with any plans, and Gil plotted a really good course for us. We got to see some really cool places, some places I'd never seen before, some places I had forgotten I had seen before, so that was pretty wild. Now I gotta pay more attention to my driving. I can't shift. So with that, I will say, you'll never stop on the way back, and goodbye, friends! Thanks for watching. Whoa, whoa, don't go off the road. Steering with my knees. I believe that's an antelope.